watch says 6 o'clock. So I will call this December 2nd, 2014 meeting of the Andalusia City Council to order. And I will ask you to join Councilman Well as he leads us in the prayer and the Pledge of Allegiance.
Let's pray. Father, we ask you tonight as we gather together to do the business of the city, that you give us wisdom, you give us the ability to make decisions to be pleasing to you. Give us the ability as we do these to make wise decisions that will be pleasing to you. And we ask you to bless us all, bless this city, bless this future, and bless all those that are here tonight. And we ask in thy name, amen. Attention, salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I want to welcome everyone to our first meeting in December. We remind everyone that we meet on the first and third Tuesday of each month, with the workshop starting at 5 o'clock upstairs and then the regular session starting here at 6 o'clock. We have some guests with us tonight. We always welcome our guests and invite the public to join us. Those of you who have an interest in your city government, you're certainly welcome to come and sit in on our meetings. Our first order of business tonight would be to approve the minutes and adopt them for our November 18, 2014 meeting.
Mr. Mayor, I motion that we approve the minutes of our November 18th meeting.
All right, we have a motion to approve those minutes. Do we have a second?
Second.
A motion and a second. Is there further discussion? All in favor, please indicate by raising your right hand. And those are approved, and I thank you for that. There's no unfinished business to take care of tonight. We have 3 items of new business. The first item is to consider adopting a resolution proposing the annexation of certain territory to the corporate limits of the city of Andalusia. This is the area that's known as Ben Valley Avenue area. We have received a petition signed by the legal required number of property owners in that area, on that street. This is just one street with housing on both sides, homes on both sides of the street. We have received a petition which under the law has to be voted on by a certain number of property owners in the area to be considered to partition or annexation. And then what we will do if we approve this, resolution is to authorize an election where those property owners will then go and vote whether they want to be annexed into the city of Andalusia or not. And if the majority of those property owners in that area vote to be annexed, then the city would annex that property into the city. Again, let me emphasize that by taking action tonight to approve this resolution, we're not taking action to annex the property. What we're doing is taking action to authorize the property owners to vote on whether they want to be annexed into the city. So whether or not they will be annexed is totally and completely up to the property owners. And by a majority vote, which is what we say rules in this country, majority of property owners in that area vote in the affirmative, then the city would complete the process of annexation. This election would be carried on by, or be carried out and handled by the probate judge of Governing County, not the city of Andalusia. So there again, there's another separation between the city and the event of the election. So what resolution 2014-33 does is to authorize the election. and then we'll take action or not take action depending on what the vote is in the election. Now, we talked about this in some detail at our last council meeting on November the 18th, and we asked for public comments at that time, and there was no one here to make any comments one way or the other about this issue. Again, tonight I would ask, is there anyone in the room here, in the council room, who wishes to make a statement or an argument for or against us taking action on this resolution? All right, hearing none, and I do not see anyone that I would recognize as being particularly interested in this, then the issue would be put before the council as to whether or not to adopt the resolution. Again, all this does is authorize the election, and at which point the property owners would go and vote one way or the other. So that would be Resolution 2014-33.
Mr. Mayor, I move that we approve Resolution 2014-33, authorizing the election for annexation of Ben Valley Avenue area.
All right, we have the motion to adopt the resolution. Do we have a second?
I second the motion.
All right, and we have a second. Now, is there any further discussion from the council about this? Or comments? All right, all in favor of adopting the resolution, please indicate by raising your right hand. And I believe that carries unanimously, and I thank you for that. Okay, the next item of business is to adopt or to consider adoption of Resolution 2014-34, which will assign cost on the abatement of several pieces of property that was previously approved to be abated by the City Council. I think there are 5 pieces of property here, and the cost associated with that abatement cleanup of those properties are assigned there on your sheet. You see where they are and how much it is in the resolution. So what will happen if you adopt this resolution, that assigns that cost for the cleanup of that property and sets it at that amount, and then the property owner that cost will then be assigned to the ad valorem tax bill for that piece of property, and the owners will have to pay that when they pay their ad valorem tax annually. So that's a way that we have of recouping what we have to spend to abate some of these properties. Now, the highest amount on there I see is $264, and the smallest I think is $73. So it's not a lot, huge amounts, but they vary between those two numbers. So I would accept a motion to approve that resolution if you're so disposed.
Mr. Mayor, I make a motion that we adopt Resolution 2014-34, cost of abatement of property.
All right, Mr. Wells makes the motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Mr. Powell makes a second. Is there any further discussion or comments about the resolution before we vote? Hearing none, all in favor of the resolution, please indicate by raising your right hand. Any opposed, the same sign, and that, I believe, carries unanimously. Next item of business is to recognize Councilman Mount, who is our member on the board of directors of the Southeast Alabama Gas District, representing the city of Andalusia, for a presentation. Mr. Mount.
Mayor, at this time I'd like to present the city with a check for the amount of $489,342. This is the amount that the city gets from distribution by being a member of 14 cities in South Alabama that control it. I'd like to thank the management staff of Southeast Alabama Gas District who made this possible. We have good people working, our corporate office is here, and it's an honor for me to present this check because people had a vision way before my time, and they developed the gas district as a means of enhancing the city's revenue. So at this time, I'd like to present you with this check from the Southeast Alabama Gas District.
Thank you, Mr. Mount. Again, I would like to second second your comments there. This is this money will go into the general fund for the operation of our city. I will say that it exceeds what we budgeted by some $89,000, so that's very good news. And it's up significantly over the last 2 or 3 years what we have received from the Southeast Alabama Gas District. So we in Andalusia and the citizens of Andalusia are fortunate to have and be a part owner of the Southeast Alabama Gas District, because if we were being served by a for-profit gas company, we would not receive these kinds of checks. So we're very fortunate to have this. Okay, there is no other business items to take care of. I would like to ask our Executive Director of the Andalusia Area Chamber of Commerce, Ms. Chrissy Duffy, to come forward, and she's going to give us a report on the happenings down on the square.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor and Councilman. We are really getting excited. There's a lot going on the square. We have moved the 8 playhouses to the square, and the snow machines are intact and in place, and we're ready for this event. Thank you for letting me come. I want to express my sincere appreciation and admiration to you, the city, for joining me in this vision and all of your support and efforts, and of course the businesses and organizations in this community that have jumped on board. And I want to invite everyone to come and join us in this experience, and it should be a great family event. My purpose was twofold. My goal was twofold in this. I wanted to obviously promote retail stimulation and hopefully incur an economic impact for the city, but the other purpose was community pride and quality of place, and that's one that I think we've definitely hit the nail on the head. I hope everybody takes ownership in this project and feels excited and proud for their city and our community and what we've been able to accomplish. I think it looks great, and I want to invite everybody. Our first show will be Friday night. The houses are open for imaginative play from 5 to 7 on Friday nights, from 11 to 1 on Saturdays, and from 1 to 3 on Sunday. That's every weekend in December. And we will have a snow show spectacular every Friday at 6 p.m., Saturday at noon, and Sunday at 2. And that will be every weekend in December. And I'm just really excited for this event, and I, again, appreciate you and your support. Hope to see everybody on the square.
Thank you very much. I'd like to again thank you, Chrissy, for your vision for this project and your follow through and your management of it. It's been exemplary. I also want to thank the members of the board of directors of the chamber for participating with us in this. I want to thank the sponsors and the businesses who have worked hard to build these almost a dozen houses that will be located up there, playhouses, I might say, playhouses for children, and volunteers who will help carry this out through the month of December. But I particularly want to thank our city employees who have worked so hard to help the chamber and other volunteers get this project off the ground and get everything in its place, and get the thing set up. It's just going to be fantastic. I think it's going to bring an awful lot of excitement, additional excitement to the Christmas season, and a lot of joy, especially for the little ones. And I think it will bring a lot of people into Andalusia that might not otherwise have come during this month-long celebration. So again, thank you for the idea and the vision. Thank everybody else for working real hard. And this, I think, may be something that will be looked upon in years to come as a real great event, and something we can move forward with in the future years and grow it every year a little bit and make it a really bigger event every year. So again, thank you very much. The tree lighting, by the way, the Christmas parade is is this Thursday. The tree lighting is also this Thursday. The tree lighting event starts at 6 o'clock on the square. The public is invited. There's going to be some entertainment, be some choirs, there'll be some bell choirs, there's going to be some other entertainment down there from 6 until around 7. And then the parade will start at 7. So I know we've got the forecast is of the weather that I've seen so far is excellent weather. And I'm not going to hex that by saying too much about it, but we might have a snowstorm, I don't know. But if we do, it'll be one of our own making, let's put it that way. So excited about the Christmas parade and the lighting of the Christmas tree ceremony and all the events that have become a tradition in our city, and one, I think, a very great tradition. Many of the merchants will be open in the downtown area, and just come and enjoy being a part of Andalusia's kickoff of the Christmas season. All right, anything else to come before the council? Hearing nothing, we'll stand adjourned.